Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
How you guys doing today? Good? We just watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 3, and it was really good.
I liked it a lot. It was a really good episode.
It didn't disappoint. It had a lot of cool action scenes. The story really built, and that ending, though.
It was a good ending.
All the Wakanda people, all the people, all the Wakandan people.
So yeah, the episode, just everything kind of was turning up. The plot's kind of developing more. The action's ramping up. The story between Bucky and Falcon's kind of exploring it more.
Yeah.
And now the introduction of Zemo, really big.
I was shocked that he teamed up with them. I thought he was gonna escape and become more of a villain. But we don't know. Maybe it could happen. But
could still happen.
He was faithful. He did pull around the car. All right, and let's get talking about the favorite parts of the episode.
Yeah, so this episode was really good. Like you were saying, this kicks off first with John Walker, Captain America. Him and his buddy Lamar are going to check out this. The last episode kind of showed the German hideout
shelter base.
Yeah, the flag smashers were using to hide out in. So we're kind of learning that they are, like Bucky and Sam, trying to receive information. They're trying to dig deep on what's going on with the super soldier serum. So they're going to investigate. They're investigating it. All of a sudden, the guy's we kind of see that John Walker is very aggressive. He's you know who I am, dude?
He's being stern about it.
Yeah.
But you could tell he wanted to hit the person, but he's trying to also do the right thing, which is weird. So I'm not sure.
Weird, this interesting moral compass where he seems like he's a hyper aggressive type dude. He's but also he's realizes who he is.
A little restrained.
Yeah. Realizes who he is. So
his friend Lamar seemed wondering what his plan. What does he think he wants to do? He's well, we're gonna go find. We gotta find out this information one way or another. So they ended up finding out later in the episode. They go to the prison when Zemo escaped, and he's you really, Battlestar was you really are gonna blame this on Bucky and Sam?
They have obviously he has a certain intention. He's trying to get it over on Bucky and Sam. He doesn't want to let them outshine him. So we see that also. One detail that was kind of cool. He's his translator, so obviously they're kind of this dynamic duo where they have different.
They have a team.
Yeah, they have a little thing going on.
SWAT team type.
So then we see Bucky and Sam. They're trying to go and initiate talking to Zemo. He's all right, I have a plan. He's oh, okay, I don't really trust this plan. And they kind of go in. We're seeing how Bucky and Sam are going to go meet Zemo.
Yeah.
Bucky's more into the idea, but Sam's kind of.
Which makes sense. Why do you want to risk getting in trouble with the government all over again? But to pick it up a little bit, so Zemo tries to bring back, test Bucky to see if he still has the Winter Soldier mentality where he says the words, and nothing fazed them. But he's oh, you still have something about you. So then he's talking to Sam oh, I think we should really release it. That was a funny part. But it kind of a little stupid on his part because what if it didn't go well?
Yeah, what if he escaped? He had no clue to really contact. It was kind of funny.
But I guess it worked out in the end, and so that was cool. So then they go to what's the place that they go to?
Madripoor. That's the name of it. Madripoor.
Yeah, Madripoor.
So it takes them to Madripoor. There, it's this area where they're gonna learn about the Super Soldier Serum. They're learning more about the information.
Zemo has intel, and he's
he thinks he has a lead.
Yeah, he has a lead, and he knows where to go. And he's you all have to resort to being character.
That was a funny scene.
I like that. I thought Bucky. I like the scenes with Bucky where he was
oh, that was bad.
Playing it up. Sam had to drink some nasty snake egg drink.
The comedy in the show, it is it has a subtle funny moment. It's really MCU.
And Zemo's you gotta play character, so I thought that was cool. And then they met some random chick.
Yeah, so that girl's the henchman type person to the power broker, which is this big kind of mysterious character that we don't know too much about. At least personally, I don't know too much about him. Maybe from the comics, but he seems to be a higher up mob type deal.
Yeah. So
they have been cracking the code on the Super Soldier Serum, so that's why they're kind of learned that's who they need to see.
The lady knows the person that's the scientist that was developing it.
And they're trying to avoid the power broker. They're trying to avoid, obviously there's something to do with, they're very powerful. So we kind of learned that they're kind of going to talk to this lady about it. She tells them, okay, you need to go here. This is all I know, and anything else, you're going to have to pay me a bigger thing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden...
Sam's phone rang.
Yeah, Sam's phone rang. His sister Sarah calls.
You saw what happened.
That was a cool scene, though, when Bucky's beating up all the guys. That was
and it reminded me of,
cool.
John Wick when... they all got the text, and they were
bounty.
The bounty of what that lady's been killed, I forget.
And that was cool. And then all of a sudden they're getting chased, and then boom, bang, done. What's her name?
Sharon Carter.
Sharon Carter. She's shooting the guys down. She's all right, you guys come with me. I have a spot where we can lay low for a little while.
Yeah, but she's a little aggravated with them because there was a issue where she's on the run. Yeah.
since she was able to give Falcon his wings, and they were able
Help
to go
Bucky with
in
the
Civil
shield
War.
back in Civil War. She's on the run, so she can't go back into the States.
Which is understandable why she'd be taken.
But Falcon in the middle of the episode says that they can help secure and clear her name just like they did for Bucky. So she helped them. That was the pickup of the episode for me after that scene with Bucky in the bar, and then they moved down, teaming up with Sharon to go to the shipping container yard. That was where everything went down. It was really cool.
Oh,
I like the action
before
scenes.
Before that, took him to the art gallery, and we got to see Big Zemo
Oh,
bust out the
Big
moves.
Zemo busting the moves. That was I wanted a longer scene of that.
That like his moves, like I love him going there. We need a whole like a Navy music video.
Yeah, maybe we can
Zemo
maybe we can put a little thing together.
Yeah, put a little thing together. It's Big Zemo.
All right, let us know if you like that.
Classic.
Anyway, so we like funny stuff like that. So anyway, we're talking about the shipping container. I think that was cool how they used that as a secret base. Made me almost want to buy a shipping container and like make a little
secret base,
like little man cave. Yeah. Anyway, that was cool. There's some random guy is a scientist, and he basically tells them the whole story about what's happening. 20 super soldier serums.
That's what I was gonna say. It's pretty big. Like I don't know how many.
He used a lot of names there too.
Yeah, I don't know how many we've seen with the Flag Smashers. Like I think there's probably been a handful, maybe 5.
And I don't know what they were trying to steal when that big explosion went off with the orange-haired girl. It gave her a little backstory. I guess her mom or somebody she was close to.
I don't know if it's her mom. It seems to be like almost like the ringleader because she had this chain of the hand of the organization, the Flag Smashers. So she might be
still
like
a little unclear.
The leader of it.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Let us know if you found out anything extra in the comments. What you thought about her or the guy that she was talking to.
They kind of referred to her almost as like a mama type thing, like she's like the leader of the Flag Smasher group.
I'm not sure.
So she basically she's dead. I think it kind of hinted that she passed away in an episode. So we then kind of see this scene with. Oh wait, before we get to that, it seems like Zemo was going to escape from them. He puts on his mask, but then he ends up helping them.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. I thought he was going to run away, and then it was going to he's showing his true colors. Mm-hmm. But he ended up helping them.
Well, it's weird that he shot the guy. Like, why did he shoot the guy before?
He probably didn't want to get more information, more intel than he needed, and also he doesn't like people who created the super soldier serum, so he probably didn't want him to continue doing that.
And if Bucky and them knew all the information, they wouldn't need him anymore.
Yeah, I think more so he got enough information that he needed, so he wanted to kill him because he knew probably Bucky and Sam wouldn't kill him.
Mm-hmm. So then we see, like you were saying, with the they take him out, they escape.
I love the action scenes with Sharon.
Sharon was
that was awesome.
Dude, that was like really like you were saying earlier, John Wick
style.
Very John Wick style. I think the director, I heard like the director of that.
Did you say that?
I thought I heard that. I don't know if that's true, but it's what I heard. But it's very similar fighting style. It was really sick. Like she used that like club thing. That was sick. It was really cool.
So after they killed that guy who was making the serum, we don't really know who was the group that was shooting.
I think it's a bounty hunter, the same bounty hunter group of people that they're hunting after them.
Oh, okay. So they shot the shipping container
with a rocket launcher,
and that exploded. Then they drove away. Sharon Carter went her own way and like telling somebody, "Hey, we have a lot to talk about." Then it did cut to we already mentioned the Flag Smasher scene.
So they're like stealing supplies. From their group.
And then Zemo took them to another location on their plane, and they were talking about what's going on, and it shows them going into some building, and then Bucky notices something on the ground.
He's like, "Yeah, I'll meet you guys later on. I'm gonna take a walk."
It's like he senses it. That was the Wakanda little bead. He noticed it in the episode. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like a tracking device.
I saw like a symbol on it, and I kind of heard the music picking up in the background, like the Wakanda drums.
Drum beats.
Yeah. So I heard that. I'm like, oh wait, is it from Wakanda? And so he picks up the little bead.
And I'm like, yeah, it would make sense.
And he gets the other one, and it's starting to build like the bead bracelet that T'Challa has.
Yeah. So he was hanging with them for a while when he was in Wakanda. So yeah. So I thought that was a pretty cool introduction. It's a random character, I believe. The girl might have been maybe in Civil War, Black Panther. I don't recognize her, but.
They're looking for Zemo.
Yeah.
They want him.
I bet you they're not going to be happy that they're teaming up.
Nope.
So, I like how it ended. Mm-hmm. It really made me wonder, like, what's going to happen next. Mm-hmm. It's still... The Flag Smashers are kind of, like, still not clear to me what the whole point of them, what they're trying to do.
They almost, like, at the same time...
They talked about giving the serum to children and protecting children, and they were trying to, like, take supplies. They said that...
you try to sympathize with them? But also realize that they are the villain. They exploded the whole building with people still inside.
But then there's the people that they were talking about that had them create the super soldier serum while the 5 years and the blip and everything like that.
Yeah, so they stole it from the power broker. They stole the serum from them.
So there's a lot that needs to be resolved and uncovered. But
and then
I
also
think
with John Walker, he kind of you see that he's unveiling the plot. Like he's like, all right, we're gonna leave. We're not gonna worry about the government. We're gonna do this on our own terms, and then we'll worry about them later.
Didn't they talk about in the episode that there was a Did they say something about a U.S. person that they tested it that showed?
Yeah, so they said that the serum, the scientist dude was talking about. Oh, I extracted the perfect sample from because he worked for the government before he worked for the.
Oh, that was talking about
Isaiah.
Which
is interesting because then it's like, what else could they do with it? Like, what else were they doing to these people?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he wasn't the only one. They mentioned that there was other people that got this tested on them.
Yeah.
So it's like gonna be interesting to see where that goes from there.
So that was basically it. If you guys wanted to chat about anything else, let us know. We'll discuss it in the comments. And thanks for watching. Make sure you guys stay tuned for our latest videos that we just uploaded onto the channel. We just recapped our Godzilla vs. Kong
spoiler review.
Yep. Check that out along with many other cool videos. Stay tuned.
See you guys next time. Thanks for watching.